there's shit all over Paula and her family, you just expect it. We call them lying bastards.
That was an experience I wouldn't wish on anybody, including the worst enemy. They're still in there sitting with the bodyguard. The two police officers have gone somewhere else now. Well, there's a car there, but not the van. Totally disgusted with our system. We don't have a system. There's nothing there for us. I'm sure of it now. My daughter's a little upset. Well, we've all been a bit upset in there, but what I've gathered from this now is people that have come with us today, it's just incredible feeling and energy from everybody that we're not friends, we're family.
Yeah.
Family.
Well said.
Well said, Paul.
All of those sitting in there, I saw how frightened they are if they've done nothing wrong.
They were cowering.
Yes, I like it.
It's not finished by an absolute mile. Definitely not. I thought, and not just for ourselves, if we have to be, I don't want to say sacrificial lamb, but if we have to go through this so it never happens to anybody else again, then so be it. And that's what I'll do. But
well done, Paula.
I'm in full fighting mode now after I've seen all of those in there. And how can they do it? How can they sleep at night? It's just I actually feel sorry for them. Right. I feel sorry for them in a way.
Just shows you they're lacking love.
Oh, they've got there's no compassion, is there?
No.
Because you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it to another. I couldn't anyway. Definitely couldn't. So at the minute I'm going to regain my thoughts, get back to battle tactics, but it's not over. And if you know certain people are watching this video, I must always state that, you know, stolen goods always have to be returned to their owner. We know what the banks have done. Everybody's aware what the banks have done now. They're going to try and stop us at every turn and corner, aren't they? Because they don't want the truth to come out fully. Because I'll not say if, when it comes out, the more of us which are gathering momentum, and the people eventually find out what they've been doing, and the whole thing's just going to flip open, isn't it? The whole lid's going to come off, and that'll be that. So we've got, yeah, it's great. I'm looking around at all of this. It's lovely. It's wonderful to have you all here. It's a little bit tired after yesterday. We kind of expected, in a way, which way it would go. I was expecting an extended civil restraining order as well. We haven't got that. Which, oh wow! Well, how can you? Are any of us taking any notice of them anyway? What they're doing? We're not, are we? Nah, no. You know, on my final note is, well, for the final note for the minute, get off your backsides, people, and do something. Start doing something, because the ones that are sitting pretty thinking, oh, we're paying our mortgage, we're doing this, we're doing that. No, they're coming for you next. They are truly coming for you next.
They're all 3 payments away from losing their own homes.
Well, we weren't even that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And we're about, don't get
everybody out there that are going to end up in this situation.
Even if they can just get down to court to see what goes off in there, because there's one gentleman around us, I can't see him at the moment, but it was his first time he'd ever been into a court, and he could not believe that was supposedly, and I use that word very loosely, justice.
It's not justice, there isn't any.
There is no justice.
There's only one justice, and that's God's justice. And if the Queen sat on her oath, or supposedly taken her oath to God himself, I think God would be a bit disappointed. And if they're her followers, her disciples, whatever you want to call them, and meant to be upholding her rule, he's not doing a very good job about it, are they? Thou shalt not covet thy neighbour's. Yeah? Thou shalt not steal. Yeah? What about telling lies? Does that not come into it somewhere along the line? They've stood in witness boxes and lied.
Thou shalt not bear false witness.
Yeah.
Illegal documentation.
Gather together. You know, it's just the start. I realise that now. I thought I'd be more upset than where I am upset, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I am. Because I just want to be home. Keep saying I just want to be home. But in a way, I am home because I'm with family. And you can't beat us when I stay on that road. You can't beat it.
Paula, we're all your family.
I know.
We're all your family. We're all
So it's just wonderful.
Yeah, I've got to get the
Yeah,
body
our
one
Jane's
next
really
week.
upset,
53
so if you
quid for
wanna-
the go-kart with the body on.
She's she's in full fighting mode, but she's
From
really,
Hong
really
Kong.
upset. But they want you to
China's been
be,
alright.
you know, their silence is like instigating
I think this one was
violence
from
isn't
England.
going away. They want you to turn that way. It's not going to happen.
There was no compassion in there at
No?
all today. None. None. Absolutely none.
And it just shows you, because when I got up and walked out and told him he'd done a grave injustice to the British system, he didn't even threaten me with anything, which I was expecting.
Yeah, me too.
I would like to point out, I would like to point out that Andrew Sutcliffe, the Deputy High Court Judge that was seated there, it's a rarity for him actually to be here because he's been drafted in from London. The judge in question would have been Judge Mark Wayside. Mark Wayside's name is on our file bundles. It would have been in front of him. Yeah, the things which he pulled out and he totally disagreed with, knowing full well what's been happening. Now why is this guy being drafted in? Yeah? Bought and paid for.
Shafted.
Bought and paid for. Did he go to the highest bidder?
It looks like he was brought here to do a job, and the job he's done is exactly what he was supposed to do.
But he hasn't finished the job because it's not over by a long way.
Have they said what's going to happen to your property now? Are they going to try and re-auction it?
Supposedly it's sold. I mean, I'd appreciate people now to get onto Barnard Marcus, try and find out what's happened because supposedly we've sold it for an undisclosed sum. I don't know if that's true or not, but it would be very interesting to see if it might be the adjoining farmer who's a magistrate and on the police board and a Freemason. And it might also be interesting to see if it's one of their associates, because how can you sell a 1.2 million property for 270,000?
That's Barnet Market.
Barnard Marcus, he called Sequence Homes at London. So I'd really appreciate people bombarding them with whatever they can, emails, messages. I don't think they're going to have a very easy life somehow. And who would do it? Would you go and buy somebody? You just wouldn't, would you? No. I wouldn't.
How could you cash in on somebody else's misery?
Well, some do, so that's the question I'm asking. Who would do that? I mean, I know some that would, but you wouldn't.
I think a lot of them that would were in that court.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, they're pals, they're friends. That's what it is. I think anyway. But as today, definitely people need to rally together on this, and I'm very, very grateful for everybody that's came down today or supported us on the internet. And my daughter's actually Jane. She would definitely inspire you. Jane.
Jane?
Jane.
Oh, Jane.
We came here today expecting, hopeful that justice might have been done. That hasn't happened, but we won't give up the fight. Fight will go on.
Yes, you can, because you're better than